So I just realized I do this little head tilt thing a lot and I don't know why, but it's just what I do, I guess. So I asked you guys on Instagram yesterday if the next video you guys wanted to see a vlog or a sit down video, and most of you said a sit down video. So that's what I'm going to do today. And then I decided to do a Q&A because I think those are fun to do, and it's kind of the easiest thing for me to do right now with the kids' schedule. I didn't know how much time I was going to have, so I figured a Q&A will be easiest. So I asked you guys on Insta story today to send me some questions that you guys have. So I got quite a few, which I'm happy about. So I just screenshotted some of the questions that you guys asked, so I'm just going to go through them and answer them. First question I got says, "How you so pretty though?" Thank you, Taryn, you're so sweet. And I don't know, good genes, I guess. The second question is skincare routine. So I used to use the First Aid Beauty, their cleanser, moisturizer, and eye cream. But since moving here, our budget has changed a lot and I can't really afford their skincare right now. It's really not that bad of a price, but we are just so tight for our budget. So I had to just get some stuff at Target. Just, I don't know, maybe for the next year while Patrick's in medical school, maybe I can go back to First Aid Beauty. But if you have the money for it, I highly recommend First Aid Beauty. That has been my favorite. First of all, I always wash my face every morning and every night, regardless of how tired I am, because cleaning your face at the end of the day, all of the oil and dirt, even if you don't wear makeup that day, but that's huge. So my skincare routine, every night I use the Clarisonic, the sensitive brush head, and I use, I will try and put a picture of it right here. And I use the Neutrogena oil-free face cleanser, just pretty basic face cleanser. I think it's like $6 at Target. And I use the Neutrogena Sensitive Skin Moisturizer as well. And I'll also put a picture right here. And then I am still using the First Aid Beauty, I think it's the 5-in-1 eye cream, something like that. But I only just put it, just do a tiny little dot, and I just barely pat it under my eye. So I do use that every night and every morning. It's a pretty simple skincare routine. It's really not that complicated, but I love it. And then her third question says, "Do you love Temecula, or is this just a stepping stone until Patrick graduates?" We do love Temecula, and we even said when we got married, because we met here in Temecula, and we even said when we got married, like, we'd want to raise our kids here, and we just really love like the family environment here. I don't know, I mean, it really just depends on where Patrick's career goes. If he ends up getting hired at a different department, even if it's still in California, I mean, he's probably going to stay in Southern California. I don't think he's looking to apply anywhere else. Most likely he'll stay here in Southern California, which we can live in Temecula and he'll just commute to whatever department he's at. My camera battery just died, but I changed it out. So if the camera placement is a little bit off, that's why. Okay, the next question is, what is your favorite part about motherhood? I think for me, the favorite part about motherhood is seeing the reward of like the growth and just what they're learning. I remember teaching Joshua how to draw lines and circles, and now seeing him draw them and draw them on his own. Like when he's just coloring by himself, he's just drawing lines and circles and is able to identify that it's a line and a circle. But that makes it all worth it, even the hard times and the struggles and the battles. I know that it's going to give them what they need later on in life, building that discipline and structure now. And I just can't wait to see them like continue to grow and just kind of see what kind of people they become and what type of an influence they can have on their friends and everything. So next question says, how did you come up with the kids' names? Do you want more kids? And how did you meet Rochelle and Justin? So the first question, how did we come up with the kids' names? So Joshua was easy. He was our first. And as soon as we found out it was a boy, my husband said that he's always wanted to name his son Joshua. I had never dated a Joshua, nor did I have any bad experiences with a guy named Joshua, which is really funny because that really is a factor that plays in when you're naming your kids. So we decided on Joshua, and I like J names for guys, so that worked out well. That was really easy. And then for our daughter Annabelle, that was tough because when we were pregnant with Joshua, we liked the name Lily for a girl. But then when I was pregnant with Annabelle, we decided, you know, I really just don't think Lily's fitting anymore. Like, we just didn't like it anymore. So we threw around a bunch of names, and he actually suggested it a while ago, but I said no, and I don't know, I just shut it down really fast. And then like a couple weeks later, my sister was texting me and she said, hey, what about the name Annabelle? And I have a friend, her daughter's name is Annabelle, and it's just the sweetest name. And I was like, you know what, I think I do like that name. And so I texted Patrick and he was like, I literally asked you about that name just a few weeks ago and you shut it down. So I don't know, maybe it was just like the way my sister said it, I liked the sound of it, I don't know. But that's kind of what sold me on it. So that's how we got Annabelle. Next question, do you want more kids? No, we do not. Patrick got a vasectomy, we're done. And her last question says, how did you meet Justin and Rochelle? And Katie and I became best friends, we clicked right away. So I was coming over to their house a lot, and then it's funny because when Rochelle first met me, she actually hated me, but that's a different story. So we just started hanging out a lot, and then Katie went to Biola College, and I forget how many years ago that was. But when she left for college, Rochelle and I started hanging out a lot because her sister left, and her best friend as well, Katie, whose also name is Katie, she went to Biola as well. So both of our best friends were gone, so we decided like, well, let's just be best friends because we lost ours. And it's just been an amazing friendship ever since. And yeah, and then, I mean, Justin and Patrick just got along like two peas in a pod. So now they are best buds. Next question, how long have you been doing hair? Let's see, I think I graduated beauty school in 2010. Pretty sure it's 2009 that I graduated beauty school. So however long that is, almost 9 years. Oh my gosh, that's crazy. Next question, what is your favorite thing to get from Starbucks? I switch it up depending on the day, but lately my go-to has been the hibiscus refresher with green tea instead of water. So good. I actually got my mom hooked on that. And or an iced caramel macchiato. Is it simple? I don't have all these crazy Starbucks orders. Those are pretty much the two things that I get from there. Next question says, how old were you when you got married? I was 23 and Patrick was 20. I'm actually 2 years and 9 months older than him. I refuse to say 3 years, so I'm gonna say 2 years and 9 months because that is exactly how far apart we are. But yep. Next question says, what advice do you have for a new mom? This is actually the last question. I have a lot of advice for a new mom. I mean, if I could kind of like sum it up to one thing, or like one major thing, is to trust your instincts. There's always a learning curve. Like, you have to learn your baby and what your baby needs and what your baby's cries mean and what they're trying to communicate. So honestly, just focus on like building that type of understanding with your baby and trying to learn their behaviors and trying to learn their communication. Take the time to really observe your baby and really learn what they communicate and what they're trying to say, and then make the best choice that you think is going to work for you.
Thank you.
Sorry.
Is it locked at top?
Yeah.
Okay. Hello, camera.
And Annabelle just woke up, so I'm going to wrap this up. But that would be my biggest advice for a new mom is just go with your instincts and really trust what you think that your baby needs. So anyways, thank you guys for sending me your questions and for watching this and doing the poll on what you guys like to see on the videos. So if you want to follow me on Instagram, it's in the description below. You can find me on there, and that way if I do something like this again, you guys can see when I'm asking the questions. Now she's losing it. All right, well, I hope you guys have a great day, and I'll see you guys on Tuesday. Bye.